This show is part of OnePlace, a daily network of focused briefings across the stories people follow most.
Welcome to today's Roundup. We are diving into the biggest headlines in fashion, television, and celebrity culture, keeping you informed on the names and events shaping the conversation right now.
Stars arrive in New York for the Met Gala.
Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz plan 2 weddings.
Jerry Hall joins the Celebrity Traitors cast list.
Maya Jama takes pay cut for Traitor's role.
Ashley Graham slams weight loss drug industry trends.
Devil Wears Prada sequel uses human-made art.
Tommy Dorfman exposes transphobic passenger on flight.
Victoria Beckham celebrates David with cheeky photos.
Starting with the Met Gala. The 2026 Met Gala is just around the corner, and New York City is already buzzing with A-list arrivals. This year's theme, Costume Art, with the dress code Fashion is Art, promises to be one of the most visually experimental years yet. We've already seen stars like Gigi Hadid and Rosie Huntington-Whiteley touching down in the Big Apple, looking effortlessly chic as they prepare for fashion's biggest night. Venus Williams is taking on a major role this year as a co-chair, following in the footsteps of her sister Serena, who hosted back in 2019. She'll be joined by heavy hitters like Beyoncé and Nicole Kidman, alongside the legendary Anna Wintour. It's a massive moment for Beyoncé specifically, marking her first appearance at the gala since 2016. The anticipation is truly at a fever pitch.
It really is a powerhouse lineup for the host committee. Beyond the co-chairs, we're looking at names like Sabrina Carpenter, Doja Cat, and Elizabeth Debicki. The exhibition itself sounds fascinating, curated by Andrew Bolton to explore the human form through 3 distinct categories: the classical and nude body, aging and pregnant bodies, and the anatomical body. It's a deep dive into how we perceive the physical self through the lens of historical and contemporary garments. While the official guest list is always a closely guarded secret until the red carpet begins, seeing icons like Harrison Ford and Romeo Beckham wandering around Manhattan suggests the city is packed with talent. This gala isn't just about the clothes, it's about the intersection of history, art, and the cultural zeitgeist, and the 2026 edition seems poised to redefine those boundaries.
Next up, moving from the red carpet to wedding bells, Zoe Kravitz and Harry Styles are reportedly moving at lightning speed with their wedding plans. After shocking fans with their engagement news just 8 months into dating, sources say they aren't wasting a single second. Interestingly, the couple is looking at hosting 2 separate ceremonies, one in London and one in New York. The New York location is particularly significant because of Zoe's father, Lenny Kravitz. He still lives in downtown Manhattan, and Zoe is reportedly very keen on having a celebration close to him, possibly at the Fouquet's Hotel. It's a sweet gesture that shows how much she values her family's presence in this new chapter. Harry seems to be fully on board with the dual city plan, especially since he has developed a great relationship with Lenny after a formal meet and greet.
It's always a big deal when a partner gets the seal of approval from a legendary father like Lenny Kravitz. Sources mention that Zoe is very independent in her dating choices, but if a partner doesn't mesh with her dad, the relationship usually doesn't last. Luckily, Harry and Lenny hit it off immediately. The 2-wedding approach also mirrors the path of Zoe's close friend Taylor Swift, who is also rumored to be planning a New York wedding. This has led to some funny speculation about the guest list considering Taylor and Harry's history, but the focus remains on the happy couple's rapid progress. They are choosing locations that reflect their individual lives, with Harry liking the downtown vibe as much as Zoe does. It sounds like they are building a celebration that honors both their roots and their fast-moving future together.
Now let's shift to... Over in the UK, the casting for the second series of Celebrity Traitors has been revealed, and it is absolutely stacked with talent. One of the biggest surprises is the inclusion of former supermodel Jerry Hall. At nearly 70 years old, the catwalk icon was spotted arriving at Inverness Airport, ready to head to Ardross Castle. Known for her competitive streak, friends say she is there to win the £100,000 prize for charity. Hall has lived a life full of high-stakes drama, from her marriage to Mick Jagger to her recent split from Rupert Murdoch, so she might just have the perfect poker face for a game of deception. She's joining a massive 21-person lineup that includes everything from serious actors to internet comedians. The BBC seems to have pulled out all the stops to make this the television event of the year.
The diversity of this cast is what makes it so compelling. You have intellectual heavyweights like University Challenge host Amol Rajan and mathematician Hannah Fry, alongside acclaimed actors like Michael Sheen, Richard E. Grant, and Bella Ramsey. Then you throw in the comedians like Miranda Hart and Romesh Ranganathan, and you have a recipe for pure chaos. It's not just about the fame, it's about how these different personalities will clash when the pressure is on. Seeing someone like James Blunt, who has become a master of self-deprecating humor online, enter a game built on lies will be fascinating. The production has even ramped up security at the airport to keep the stars under wraps as they arrive. With such a high-caliber group, the psychological gameplay at Ardross Castle is going to be intense, and viewers are already picking their favorites to be the traitors.
Moving on, speaking of Celebrity Traitors, one of the most talked about participants is Love Island host Maya Jama. Reports suggest she was actually the very first person producers approached for this series. The goal was clearly to bring in a younger demographic, and Maya is the perfect bridge for that audience. What's truly impressive is that she reportedly took a massive £760,000 pay cut to participate. She's earning a standard £40,000 rate for the show, which is a fraction of her usual fee. Apparently, she became obsessed with the first series while watching it with her boyfriend, footballer Ruben Diaz, and decided the experience was worth more than the money. She's eager to get into the spirit of the game, even mentioning how excited she is to be as deceitful as possible to secure a win for her chosen charity.
It's a bold move for someone at the height of their career to prioritize the fun and challenge of a reality show over a massive paycheck. Maya's schedule is incredibly tight, as she'll be heading straight from the Scottish Highlands to Mallorca to film the summer season of Love Island in June. Her commitment shows just how much of a cultural phenomenon The Traitors has become. While she was arriving in Scotland, other stars like Bella Ramsey were also spotted, looking ready for the chilly Highlands weather. The mix of Maya's high-energy personality with the more reserved or intellectual contestants will be a highlight of the season. Producers are thrilled because her involvement almost guarantees a huge social media presence for the show. It's a win-win for the BBC, and for Maya, it's a chance to show a different, more calculating side of herself.
Next, in the world of fashion and wellness, Ashley Graham is making headlines for her strong stance against the rise of GLP, weight loss drugs. In a recent interview with Marie Claire, the body-positive model described the trend as a smack in the face to women who have fought for body acceptance. Graham expressed concern that the progress made in the industry towards celebrating diverse body types is being undermined by the sudden popularity of these injections. She feels that the pendulum is swinging back toward a narrow standard of beauty, which she finds deeply disheartening. Despite the current craze, Graham remains firm in her belief that these drugs are just a passing trend. She pointed out that plus-size women will always exist and that a medication won't simply erase an entire demographic of people who deserve representation and stylish clothing that fits their bodies.
Ashley Graham has always been a vocal advocate for body diversity, and she isn't backing down now. She noted that she has seen significant movement for plus-size women in recent years, thanks in large part to social media creators who show off their proportions with confidence. For her, the fight is about ensuring that young girls growing up today feel comfortable in their own skin, regardless of whether they have cellulite or don't fit a specific size. She's joined by other celebrities like Jamila Jamil and Kendra Wilkinson, who have also criticized the lack of transparency around these weight loss methods. Graham's focus remains on the community she has built, and she insists that her work advocating for all shapes and backgrounds is more vital than ever. She refuses to let a pharmaceutical trend derail the decades of work put into the body positivity movement.
Now, too, there's an interesting update regarding the highly anticipated sequel, The Devil Wears Prada 2. Fans were buzzing about a series of images in the film that appeared to be AI-generated art mocking Meryl Streep's character Miranda Priestley. However, it turns out those images were actually the work of a human artist. Alexis Franklin took to Instagram to reveal that she was commissioned by director David Frankel to create the paintings, which include a memorable shot of Priestley serving burgers and fries. The goal was to emulate the look of AI art as a plot point in the movie, but the production chose to support a real artist to achieve that effect. Franklin shared that she had a blast working on the project, and meant no disrespect to the legendary Meryl Streep, noting that she would have painted something similar in her own free time.
This revelation has been met with a lot of praise from fans and designers who were worried about the film industry's increasing reliance on artificial intelligence. Knowing that a human hand was behind the art adds a layer of craftsmanship that resonates with the movie's themes of fashion and creativity. The sequel is already proving to be a massive success for Disney in 20th century, with opening weekend estimates hitting over $80 million. Writer Aline Brosh McKenna mentioned that getting the original team back together was essential for capturing the magic of the first film. The original movie became a cult classic because of its constant presence on television, but the sequel is proving that the demand for these characters is still incredibly high in the streaming era. It's a testament to the enduring power of the story and the talent involved.
Switching gears, actress Tommy Dorfman recently shared a disturbing experience she had during a flight. The 13 Reasons Why star posted a video and photos on Instagram exposing a fellow passenger who was sitting right next to her in first class. The man was caught sending transphobic and misogynistic text messages to his friends, calling Dorfman a freak and complaining about sitting next to a transsexual. Dorfman used the moment to speak out about the reality of being a trans person in public spaces, noting that, while she knows she doesn't always pass, the point of her transition is personal alignment and autonomy, not the comfort of others. She highlighted the audacity of the passenger, who also made revolting comments about the flight attendants. It was a stark reminder of the hostility many people still face simply for existing as themselves.
Despite the hateful messages, there was a glimmer of hope in the story. A person named Samantha, who was on the receiving end of the man's texts, actually stood up for Tommy. Samantha replied to the man telling him to be kind and reminding him that many people he loves are likely part of the LGBTQ+ community. Tommy praised Samantha for her intervention, calling her a hero in a difficult situation. Dorfman acknowledged that her visibility comes at a cost to her safety and comfort, especially in the current political climate in America. She chose to post the encounter to hold the man accountable and to show the reality of these daily interactions. It's a powerful use of her platform to highlight the importance of allyship and the ongoing struggle for basic respect and safety for the trans community.
Finally, we end on a lighter note with the Beckham family. Victoria Beckham celebrated her husband David's 51st birthday by sharing some very candid and cheeky photos on Instagram. The fashion designer posted a series of tributes, including a shot of David emerging from the ocean in a tiny pair of red Speedos. She called him their world and their everything, showering him with praise for being a wonderful husband and father. The posts also included more humorous moments, like a clip of David showing off a bald spot after shaving his head and a photo of him hanging out with chickens while wearing a cowboy hat. It's clear the couple still has a lot of fun together after all these years, and Victoria made sure to let the world know that they intended to spoil him all day long.
While the birthday celebrations were full of love from Victoria and their younger children, Romeo and Cruz, there was a noticeable silence from their eldest son, Brooklyn. This comes amid an ongoing feud that reportedly started after Brooklyn released a statement claiming his parents tried to control him. While Romeo shared a sweet throwback photo and Cruz posted a picture of David playing guitar, Brooklyn did not make a public post for his father's big day. Despite the family tension, the rest of the Beckhams seemed determined to make the day special. David's transition from a global football icon to a devoted family man who enjoys life on his farm has been a joy for fans to follow. Victoria's tributes perfectly captured that blend of glamour and domestic humor that has made the Beckhams one of the most enduring celebrity couples.
That wraps up our daily briefing. For more updates on these stories and the latest in entertainment news, make sure to follow us for your next daily report. See you tomorrow.